Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Politics in Plain English. And today we're going to be discussing the reinstatement of Trump's travel ban and why that's a very good deal. Now first, before I start and say anything, I don't hate anyone, I'm not against anyone, but I think we need to go by the facts. And for my 20 years of experience, the Lord has allowed me to get involved with these people for over 20 years. I worked with them in the Somali Youth Educational Center. That was a non-profit organization. I was helping people who were new to this country as refugees, helping them to try to get employment and housing and what have you, and basically just to integrate into the American culture. Well, that was where I'm coming from. I got to know these people on a very personal basis. I went to their weddings. I went to their houses of mourning. I learned their culture and what they believed in, and all of this coming from, of course, their Quran. First of all, I want to let the American people know that they had no intentions of assimilating into our culture. Their belief was that they would cause us to conform to their culture. And this is how they did it, because I've had many conversations with them. I would often ask them when we were talking about trying to get them work, you know, that when you go into a job interview, you can't wear all this garb that covers your entire body and face. I said, no one's going to hire you. And it was quickly retorted back to me that they were not going to listen to me or the Asian lady who was trying to direct them, because, as they said, the white man brought us here into this country and they're going to take care of us. And then also the director, Ahmed, he had even approached me at one point, and he said, well, maybe Americans will start wanting to dress like us. I'm like, I said to myself, I don't think so. I said, American people like to be free and they like to do whatever they want to do. Also, he even went one step further and told me that it would be nothing wrong if I wanted to get married to one of them, that I get circumcised. And I kind of looked, I'm like, I don't have anything to get circumcised with. He said, oh, just need to cut a little bit. And I said, no, thank you. The blood that was what you want to see. You know, there's a certain time in every woman's monthly that you can see all the blood that you want. So anyway, I did not go along with that, but still I stayed there trying to help these people. Another thing I actually learned about them is that they actually had no intentions of violently coming to America to destroy this country. That was not their purpose. But they did say that how they had planned on taking over was to covertly come into the country and, you know, start having their babies, because the average refugee has maybe 10 kids. And how many children do American people have? 2, did you say? Maybe. So therefore we would be outnumbered by them. And eventually, with them going to our school system and having their beliefs of Islam, they would eventually be able to take over the government, which we see a good example of that is when Obama was in office. So this is what they had planned, that they would come in and, you know, unsuspecting Americans would just embrace them. And it's sort of like that song that Oscar Brown Jr. used to sing about the woman and the snake, how this woman is walking down the road, and there she peers off and see a cold, hungry snake. And she grabs him, wraps him up, and places him in her bosom, takes him home, sits him by the fire, gets him some warm milk and honey to eat, and then all of a sudden, when the snake is nice and warm, he turns around and bites her. And she hollers, "You bit me!" And the snake says, "Shut up, silly woman. Shut up," says the snake. "You knew darn well I was a snake before you took me in." So, with that, We have to leave it because that's the way these people are thinking. You have to learn this is an ideology that they've been raised to believe, and their whole thing is to be quiet, be patient while you are outnumbered. Once your numbers come up, then you can start protesting. So if you take this to heart, what Trump did today was an excellent move, and let's pray that God will continue helping him. I want to help these people too, because they got to get away from this crazy religious beliefs and ideology they have, because it's not helping them, it's only hurting them. So anyway, if you have any comments or you want to say anything, please, at the bottom of my video, you can make a response and also subscribe. And tell your friends too. Bye.